morning. Welcome back to Effective Living. This morning, we're having a series of talks centered around Father's Day. Tomorrow, we'll be celebrating Father's Day. And I said, you know what? I wanted to do something different. Being that it is Father's Day, I am very aware of some incredible, distinguished, and amazing fathers, men who have consistently showed up and have engaged themselves at the highest level just to try to represent manhood and fatherhood, as we would call it. So today I'm joined with my kingdom brother and close friend, none other than Patrick Johnson out of East Texas. This is a man that's on the move. This is a man who is passionate about all that he puts his hands to. He's a great father. He's a great dad. He's a great friend. He's a great man. Patrick Johnson, welcome back to Effective Living.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here this morning.
Man, listen, you have been busy. You've challenged yourself, your company, and your region to not be quiet, but to be very engaged when it comes to reaching young people and making a positive contribution in society. Before we talk about fatherhood, what birthed that and what you got going on? Tell our viewing audience a little bit about it.
Sure. God just began to deal with me many years ago before I left the military as far as with youth. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, visions and dreams. And it continued from there. And now the dreams have become a reality, and it's pushed me to the point of just trying to do major outreach to help our youth, because I think we're at a critical time now.
Yeah. We are definitely at a critical time. I've seen the food initiative. I've seen the disaster relief assistance. I've seen the drive that you have been pushing. On tomorrow, we're focusing on Father's Day. When you think of Father's Day, Mr. Johnson, what comes to mind?
When I think of Father's Day, just hard work comes to mind. I think of fathers that have made a great effort. I think of my own father and the hard work that he put in, being a father of 10 children.
Wow. Okay. 10 children. Hey, listen, we got some fathers who will produce some children out there. Because my last guest just now, his father, he said the last count they had was some 38 kids.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's Bishop Mark McLean's father in Jamaica, and
Yes.
so your dad, hard working to provide, to protect, and to ensure that 10 children were nicely taken care of. In your opinion, Father's Day, how important is it?
Father's Day is very, very important. I don't honestly think it gets enough recognition, as far as fathers, because a lot of times, until they're gone, people talk about what a great father, but, as we've heard before, give me my flowers while I live.
Yep, yep. Uh, 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 Mr. Johnson, your camera is cutting off half of your face. All right. The whole concept of recognition. You were talking about that just now, and I know you're a strong man for branding and advertising and making sure that a message goes out there. In your opinion, why do Mother's Day get so much more recognition than Father's Day?
I think it's honestly twofold. I think one of the things is simply because of mothers, and they carry the child, for 9 months, and that's a big part of it. That they get more recognition, but also I think because of the lack of presence of some fathers in their children's lives,
Yeah.
or whatever, and so to a certain extent, I think society has grouped a lot of fathers, or all fathers, into one particular, bag or what have you, and which is not fair. But yes.
Yeah, it is most certainly not fair. When you look back over your life, you served this great country. You served locally there in your city. You served over the years in your church, in the school community.
Yeah.
Looking back over your life, who was some of the most influential men that actually helped you to become who you are today?
Um, well, first and foremost, my father, Luther Johnson, he was, a great influence and motivator in my life, but also, different men that I've met along the way, uncles. As I said, you have played a great role in, helping me to be the man that I am and to push harder and to do things in a spirit of excellence. My little brother, my brothers also, because they're good fathers. And so, yes.
I remember years ago, you and I, we've done so many things together, and it's just
Right.
been such a joy to watch what God is doing in and through you. When you look at your community, when you look at the church, when you look at our world, what do you perceive to be some of the greatest challenges men are facing, or more specifically, fathers are facing today?
Um, Sometimes just as far as trying to find jobs. I know, even being ex-military, a lot of times guys get out of the military and trying to find their place back here, um, employment and those types of things, are kind of hard, just being honest. I know I talk to a lot of military guys all the time. So
Yeah, that being said, man, adjusting back to to uh what was is completely opposite to what you became accustomed to
yes,
military.
yes, it's a tough adjustment, honestly,
Yeah,
because you're used to being structured and things being in order, and coming back out here into the civilian world, like you said, is almost the exact opposite. And so it makes it even harder for guys like us to come out here and function. But eventually, we find our niche, and we get back to the basics.
get back to it because you're trained to win. Heck,
Yes,
you've been built to win. Listen,
absolutely.
let's talk about three things you wish someone had told you. You're a father, and you've raised some amazing kids. You got some great kids. What looking back, what three things you wish someone had said to you that you've had to learn on your own, or possibly even late, but you wish you had known it early on?
I wish, someone, my dad, had, told me about how tedious this journey would be. It's oftentimes not easy, but we know that all things are possible with God.
Yeah,
Um, I wish he had told me, about how, things in this world, it's not going to always work out, and failure is a part of success,
yeah,
and it's okay to fail,
yeah.
and last but certainly, not least, I'm sorry, lost my,
You're
yeah, that we must continue on, or whatever, no
yeah,
matter what.
yeah. Yeah, no matter what. If you're a father watching us today, I'm joined with Patrick Johnson. And let me tell you something. This is a distinguished gentleman who has made a commitment to serve humanity and give his best effort to not only to his home, not only to his community, but to also his nation. As we get ready to close out our talk, Mr. Johnson, could you share with our viewing audience an encouraging thought? There are a lot of men out there today that may not be encouraged, may not feel inspired, may want to throw in the towel, or may not be as connected as they should when it comes to their children, be it as it may. Talk to those men.
Sure. First and foremost, we appreciate you so much. Your kids need you, and continue on the journey. Spend time with your kids. Teach them the little things in life as well as the big things, because they're very important, and your kids will appreciate you. And just as a father with me, I talk to my kids every week, and they really appreciate all the things that I've taught them. So spend time, teach your kids, keep the line of communication open no matter what. You have so much value, and you're so needed in your child or children's lives. So continue on the journey that you're on right now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick Johnson, Effective Living Saturday Morning Talk. Tell our viewing audience what you have going on currently as a campaign, a program,
Yes.
your next upcoming initiative, and how they can support you. You've been doing such a great job.
Sure. Right now I have my boost camp going on, being out of school time. And so I'm working currently with about 5 to 7 youth, and, just teaching them life skills, how to serve in the community, talking and working with them, attitude, behavior choices, getting them set up, for a better school year than they had last year. I also have my Backpacks for Uvalde campaign going on. We're going to supply the entire Uvalde ISD school district, which is about 4,000 kids, with backpacks and school supplies. And so we are almost halfway there. We're gaining more support, and so I have my information up on my Facebook page. If somebody would like to donate or even buy supplies, I could come and pick them up. But the community has been hit hard, so it's so important to show them some love, and at this particular time.
Sir, thank you for your distinguished service to humanity. I love and appreciate you. Man, I watch you online, and it's been a delight to follow you. And now that the pandemic, for the most part, we find ourselves adjusting and coming back to an open society and world to be able to do the type of work that you've been doing. Keep chucking, keep moving forward. Happy
Yes,
Father's Day. Man,
thank you. Happy
appreciate
Father's
you,
Day
sir.
to you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Love you and appreciate you so much. Thank you, Pastor Ricardo.
You're welcome.